Alright, so the Warriors are just looking mid right now, right? Nothing special, nothing too new we've seen from them in the last 3 years at least. And when Jimmy Butler came, he made a splash. His ability to pull in the defense, it really helped Steph Curry get a lot of open looks. And who knows, maybe if Curry wasn't injured in the playoffs, they made the Western Conference Finals. But next season, the West is a storm. You really have to have a lot of championship depth and a lot of stars on your team, a lot of talent. And when I look at the Warriors, I don't really see that right now, right? Obviously, Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler being the stars, I guess. But who's the championship depth? Kawhi Santos, Gary Payton II, I don't even think he's still on the team. Buddy Hield, Quentin Post, Pat Spencer, that's mid. That's mid, like NBA Youngboy. And then we seen him with this Warriors team just not doing anything in the offseason, which is incredibly dumb because this team 100% needs some new moves and Al Horford isn't gonna cut it. Look, I said they should get Damian Lillard. At the time, I didn't know he was going to be out for the season, but I guess Al Horford and Draymond Green is a nice front court, but you're going to need more than that. Al Horford is 39, he's not a guy you can rely on. This Warriors team needs to make more moves, man. Not to mention, they just lost their lifelong warrior, Kevin Looney. So now they don't even have depth in the big department. This Warriors team is a mess, it's everywhere, man, and they're about to lose Jonathan Kuminga too. Which, by the way, I've seen a lot of Warriors fans trash Jonathan Kuminga. Look, my thing is, if you're gonna trash him, because Steve Kerr DMP'd him in the most important games of the season, and he was getting thrown the ball with 5 seconds left every possession, I don't know what to say, man. The whole roster just looks mid, just like NBA Youngboy's new album, Massa. And I've just always had this gut feeling after 2022 that the Warriors weren't winning another one, and here we go, man. This is exactly why the front office gets stagnant, the talent diminishes, the role players who helped you win a championship eventually leave your team. Andrew Wiggins, Gary Payton II, Klay Thompson. I mean, if you compare this Warriors team to what it was just 2 years ago, it's completely different. And I'm saying that in a bad way too. I mean, is it just gonna be another season of Steph Curry carrying the Warriors, Jimmy Butler being the little sidekick and being a first round exit? Because it seems like that's the path this team is heading down. And I know some guys would like to disagree with me, but look, do you think this Warriors team is going to be a team like the Clippers, like the Rockets? No. Actually, this team might be playing exits. Not even to be disrespectful, but to be realistic. They needed to make some kind of move in the offseason. And now that the big targets are kind of gone or already taken, I don't know who they could trade for, man. It's just looking bad in Warriors land. I'm really just interested on the Warriors' path in the future, because obviously they're not even helping Curry contend, which is pretty disgraceful. They're not taking risks, which there's no reason not to take risks, because their franchise is already pretty bad in the place it's in. So at this point, in 3 years, when Curry retires, and you don't have your first option anymore, or even worse, when Curry just can't be the same player anymore because he's old, who are you gonna rely on? Jimmy Butler, he's 36 too. So does this team take the rebuilding route? Are they gonna rebuild? Because they just traded their biggest asset for a rebuild they even had, Jonathan Kuminga. Or they're gonna trade him, right? And when you look at this Warriors core, they don't even have no young players for a rebuild, or any talented young players at least. I don't know if you want to put Moses Mooney in that category, but I wouldn't. I mean, look, man, I was born in 2017, so I saw a little of the Warriors in their prime. For them to go out like this is kind of crazy to me. But I want to hear what y'all think, man. Do y'all think the Warriors are contenders? Do you think they're not contenders? And if not, why? If you guys like my content, leave a sub, leave a like. Most importantly, turn notifications on. I'm Dante. Let's squash the beef, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's just squash the beef, bro. Psych! And until later, I'll see y'all on Mars. Peace.
You telling me you falling out of love with me. Hope you can find someone to love you better than I did. Taking our memories on love and treating it like nothing. Taking our memories on love and treating it like gossip. It's my love for my grandmother make me gentle when I care for you.